Hi there, Don Thompson from Beacon Commerce. We're an Amazon growth agency that's really focused on helping brands navigate the world's largest e-commerce platform. There's lots of tips, tricks, challenges that we have to overcome as we're trying to build our product into this channel. And we want to take a look at this holistically across all the ways in which we can make or lose money if we're not careful. So let's dive in. So I always like to tell people, Amazon is not for every business. We want to make sure we're looking at what it means for you, your company, your product set, to ensure that you're going to drive the right kind of business for your customers. So when we look at whether Amazon is a channel for your business, we want to make sure we have a product that's actually going to work on the platform. There's lots of different rules and lots of different ways that we can get those products through the system and in front of our customers on Amazon. But at the end of the day, we have to make sure that the economic model is going to work for us. And then profitability. Can we actually make money? We have to make sure we understand all the fees, all the challenges, returns, etc., to address profitability in the platform. And so we'll talk about that as well. And then there's one essential strategy that we have for omnichannel success, which I'll share with you at the end. So, do you have a product for Amazon? Well, we want to make sure we're considering how our product can flow through the Amazon fulfillment network. So is it light and easy to ship, or is it heavy and breakable? So if we're shipping glass candles, we have to account for additional package around it, some bubble wrap perhaps. Heck, we may have to account for some breakage. Let's make sure we know that. Secondly, are we a shelf-stable product, or are we fresh? If we have a fresh product that requires refrigeration, I'm sorry, Amazon is not for you as a seller. If it's shelf stable, then great. Can be an opportunity for you to sell on the platform, but we need to know that going in. Third, the expiration date. A lot of products have an expiration date. If you do not have at least 1 year of dating on your product, you're going to have challenges with Amazon. So if you have a product that's going to go bad after 3 or 6 months, Amazon may not be the channel for you. If we have at least 1 year of dating on our product, now we can start selling through the platform. But there's lots of other things we have to consider, like managing those date codes and such, and we dive into that at a later time. And then last, we look at a high return rate. So some products like clothing, people end up doing shopping essentially on Amazon. They'll buy the medium and the large to see which one's going to fit. They know one of them's going back, and so we have to account for that cost of the return handling in our system. And for any of these things that are too difficult for Amazon to handle, there's still the opportunity to fulfill by merchant, which is you get the order through Amazon and then you ship it out to your customer directly. There's some different challenges, of course, with that because Amazon's great at shipping, but we want to make sure that the customer has a great experience all in. Now, when we look at profitability on Amazon, we have to consider all of our product costs as well as the Amazon fee structure. So these are the raw materials, manufacturing, packaging, shipping all your stuff into your co-packer, and any duties you had to pay for goods coming from overseas into your product. On the Amazon side, there's the Fulfilled by Amazon fee if you're using that service. You're going to have the 15% referral fee. It's typically 15%, so it's a good number to use. And then we have some storage fees, which during the Christmas season go up dramatically, but it's only for a short period of time. So normally with products, you're looking at nickels and dimes of costs during the off season versus perhaps under $1 for storing your product during the peak seasons here. But all of that goes into your overall profitability calculator to make sure you can make money. Now, there are all these channel fees that we mentioned, that 15% referral fee, but the big one here is the Fulfilled by Amazon fee. If you're going to use that service, which I always recommend we check because customers want their product quick and free, then we need to make sure we have all of our sizes and our weights really well dialed in. An extra gram of weight can cost $1.50, where you get kicked into the next tier, and then what happens is it comes right off your bottom line. And so be smart, tape down any gussets, make sure there's no extra little hangers off of your product, to bring that as nice and tight as possible for Amazon to scan it. And then don't forget that you have to advertise off Amazon to drive traffic to the product. Amazon will even pay you 10% back for that traffic that came and converted. So you put that into your overall economic model to make sure that you have a clear view of your profitability. Now with omnichannel strategy, you can absolutely sell on Amazon without ruining your price in other brick and mortar retailers. Amazon is an important channel that people shop on. So we have to make sure that we have the right price on Amazon and that same price across the other locations. And that's where MAP policy comes into play. If we don't have a MAP policy, what will invariably happen is people are going to be fighting for a lower price point on your product, and it's going to ruin everything. So make sure you have a MAP policy in place so that if there's any resellers, you can defend yourself accordingly. So that's it for the quick summary of Amazon. Happy to chat if you have questions. Scan the QR code. Happy to chat.